One thing that really sets the Arrows apart is the size of the organization. It's not so big that you get lost in a number, and it's not so small that you don't have room to succeed. For me, a typical practice in the 8 and under program is really a high-paced, station-based practice. We keep the kids moving for 60 minutes. They're never doing the same thing. They're never sitting idle. We do a lot of small area games and work on everything from the basics of skating and technique to actually playing hockey.
One of my favorite parts about being a member of the Armstrong Arrows organization is because I believe that we're family here and that we all try to support each other. Since I became the Armstrong hockey director, it seems like everyone's willing to put a hand in to try to help out because everyone wants to see the program achieve. One of the short-term goals is, of course, player development. The main focus right now is to try to build our numbers in our organization, and I want to start from the bottom up. The long-term goal would be to see players advance to the highest level that they can achieve. I'd love to start progressing players to the NCAA level.
I've been part of the Arrows my whole life as a player and as now a coach. It's community, it's family. There's a lot of local families here that you get to know, that you spend so much time with. So it's really about being part of a family here. National Bound Hockey is a commitment from players, from parents, from everybody. 2 practices a week, tons of travel, but everybody knows that coming in and they commit. With girls hockey, systems are important because there's no checking involved, so you have to be a very good systematic team. So college coaches have told us they're not going to go to an all-boys tournament to see one girl play. They're going to go to girls tournaments where they can see 100 girls play. That's where these girls are going to get the exposure to college coaches if that's their desire to do, is to get involved in a good girls program, get out to these showcases, and be seen by multiple coaches in one tournament.
We're a small market league or organization, so I think that we have to be willing to change and pivot pretty quick because we don't get the draw of the number of players that some of the other organizations get. I want to see us grow, so I'm all about people bringing new ideas in, what do we got to do to continue growth?
I tell friends all the time to sign up and get their kids to play hockey. We have different levels of hockey at almost every skill level to allow someone from pure beginner to an elite level player to play on one of our teams.
Back when I played, it seemed like hockey involved a lot of conditioning. I think some teams still do a lot of conditioning, but I really believe in getting my conditioning from making my players give me 100% on every drill.
So I believe that when something has been good to you, which this sport has, and maybe not me personally, but I can tell you, watching our sons come through this organization and knowing how well they did, I just feel like I owe something back.
I'm Justin Ortel, and I'm an assistant coach for the Sport 2 team. I started playing hockey when I was a young kid, 6 or 7 years old. Played in high school all the way up till I am 40 years old, and I still play in a men's league. I got into coaching last year. I thought it would be a great opportunity to help give back some of the knowledge that I've picked up when I played in high school. The players that had come up through the Armstrong Arrows system were always better skaters. They were always better shooters, better passers. They just seemed like they were better equipped. And once my son got the opportunity to join the organization, it was a no-brainer for us. The best thing I think about being part of the Arrows is really the camaraderie between the players, seeing them interact with each other. When the kids look back on it, they may not remember a certain game or a certain way that they scored a goal, but they will remember the people that they were with, they will remember their coaches, they will remember their teammates, and I think it's the same for coaches.